Hi friends, I'm glad to see you all for the Expert Insight program. And today our expert is Mr. Vinish. He is having around 14 plus years of experience and he is going to tell more insight view about CMMS. Yes, it is Computerized Maintenance Management System. And he is going to tell a lot of information starting from how the job will be and what is the current condition in the market about CMMS and what will be the future requirement and future growth of CMMS. And of course, not but not the least, the interview tips and whether it is applicable for the freshers, whether it is applicable for the experienced candidates. Again, dear viewers, just watch the video and leave your comment, ask many questions, and your question is more important for us to have a better improvement. And based on that, we will request the expert to give more valuable information on that. And again, on behalf of you, behalf of Refresh Engineers, I'm going to welcome Mr. Vinish and keep enjoy this video.
Yes, Mr. Vinish, how are you and how's the thing? And I hope today's weekend, it is very hard to get you for this meeting. And it is really we got honor for getting you the time to share you the most of your informations. It is more relevant. And of course, just to understand, yes, we are going to read about the CMMS or something, the Computerized Maintenance Management System, as we know that you are experienced in that. And again, we have some more confusions. What it relates, CMMS and the relation between CMMS, enterprise asset management, then what we called asset integrity. There are a lot of things. Still, we have some confusion. And again, what is been the basic concept of CMMS? We would like to listen from you. Yes, please, Mr. Vinish.
Yeah. Hi, Sendel, and I, Refresh Engineers viewers. I'm glad to be to have a session here, and especially about my own expertise, the CMMS. So I have been a CMMS engineer, and I have got 14 years of the experience. As I started my career, I just started as just a material engineer. By the time 14 years ago, the CMS was not a trend in the industry. CMS was something very new, and it has been getting evolved as the days progressing. So, as the name suggests, CMS is nothing but the computerized maintenance management system. Because in the earlier days, most of the experts would have been knowing it very well. Like 15, 20 years back, all the material, the maintenance management related stuffs in the plant, the factories, wherever the maintenance related activities will be on, it will be handled through a manual stuff like ledgers, a lot of paperwork and other stuff. As the as we are progressing and the technology has evolved, these maintenance activities like maintenance plan, the material data, the maintenance data, the other related any activity, the maintenance related activity data has been slowly been computerized. It has been slowly been instead of avoiding the human interference or the manual interference, it has more. It is likely has come into an ERP like SAP, Maximo. There are a lot of the ERP stuffs in maintaining this assets and materials in the plant. So CMS has slowly become, as the name suggests, it has become a computerized one. So it is something like an expert's idea or the expert's experience. All these ideas, experience has been like slowly fed into the computer to keep the what to say the future activities, the future maintenance activities entirely dependent on what to say system.
All
Uh,
right.
as because many people may have a versatile experience across the field. They may be having like there may be experienced people, but as the time goes on, these maintenance people or the expertise people will not stick to the company. They may keep on moving from one company to the other. but how the company can efficiently run this maintenance related activities, even though the experienced people are not there. That is through this computerized management system. Because once you have this experience, the expertise, thoughts, ideas, and other data into the system, it keeps on generating and it keeps on evaluating the what to say the maintenance or the material related activities, and it keeps on updating the users, the end users in the plant, to like what to do, when to do, how to do, and the better way to do. That is
Oh,
something
all
that
right,
has evolved over the period of time.
all right,
So
all right.
slowly, all the materials and maintenance data has integrated together, and slowly it has become a CMMS. Now, the CMMS is a current trend, and even in the future, many maintenance people and the material related maintenance professionals or the material professionals are going to have a huge opportunity way ahead in the industry.
Oh, great, great. And of course, it's very informative. And the point number one, what's again, many of them having the same confusion, including me. We started as a career. What is the purpose? What is the difference? The materials engineers. What is the materials engineers' main role here? To deliberately they used to do. Normally, the materials engineers, as some people, they are assuming that they are more into analyzing the material, doing the research on the materials. It is somewhat like the applied material science. Is it like that, or it will be related to some other? Because
No,
this is the
that
clarification.
material kind of stuff is something it's related with materials, components, and other stuff. It's more of a metallurgy stuff. But when it comes to CMS, materials is handled in material master, and as
Okay,
well as in the spares inventory, and even in the analyzing the risk per
all right.
analysis. So those are the areas like where the materials plays the role.
Okay, so
So
it is
each and
nothing.
every, yeah, it
Okay,
is more or less it is a kind of handling the material master in a plant and how to handle it.
okay. So in the plant means it is up. So you are saying that it is it is not limited to engineering industry or oil and gas industry or petrochemical industry. It is limit. It is unlimited. It can be used
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any
Material
industries.
master. See, you can
Okay,
across the industry, not only in oil and gas, across the industry, these
okay,
will play a key role. CMS can be played across any industry.
okay. I would like to understand on behalf of the viewers, just as an example, do you have any example how it can be configured? That's simple example we are expecting.
Like in the sense, the materials and the
No,
maintenance related.
materials and the maintenance, the structure, how they are going to configure us, because our view is here CMMS. Yes, again, it is having a relation with the asset management, asset integrity.
Yes, yes.
So how
So
it
it is
can be
more
relation?
or less like as the name suggests, the maintenance management. Maintenance management
Okay,
is like, but it's a maintenance of the asset of each and every company. So the each and every company has got certain goals to have their asset to be managed well. The integrity of
okay,
the asset should be good.
okay. So
So
reliability.
literally,
It
how
means the
yes,
reliability.
yes. So
Yeah, yeah.
how these assets are going to be maintained? Of course, the asset can be maintained without materials. No, to maintain an asset, you need the what to say, very good the maintenance intervals, the frequency of checks should be good, everything. So of course, at the end of the day, for a maintenance guy, if you are going to maintain for any maintenance related activity, they may need of materials.
Of
So
course,
how
yes.
this materials are
Oh,
going to be there, the right material at right time. It's
all
only
right.
the of material master. So material master is going to give you a what to say. That is the starting this one, the stepping stone into this maintenance
All right, all right.
activity.
So it is similar to somewhat like how we are maintaining the automobile, like a vehicle, whatever we are holding. Similarly,
Yeah,
we are doing the maintenance frequently,
yeah,
and we are managing. I think the workshop team will manage the spares and
yes, yes. So the
so this
bill
is
of material.
simple.
So
This is the
that is
philosophy.
where Yes, that is where the bill of material comes into play.
Okay,
So
clear.
bill of material, as in the design industry, the bill of material will be different, and for the
Okay,
maintenance industry, the bill of material once again it's going to be different.
okay.
Why? Because it's if you consider a design bill of material, it's more of like gives you the the list of parts
Okay.
required to assemble a product.
All right, all
But
right,
the maintenance bill of material, it is entirely a different stuff. The maintenance bill of material is nothing but the material which is primarily, very primarily required to keep that the asset or the equipment running
all right,
efficiently to function properly. That may not be a what to say. That may not be related to what to say the design bill of material. It is more of the what to say the maintenance spares, which we can say to the other words. So that is more required.
all right. So this is very informative. And again, start from the asset, how you interrelate with the asset, and how, as you told the early, how it can be linked with an ERP system. As you told, the computerized. When you say computerized, it is nothing but an ERP. And how it can be, how what support you are doing, and what are all the involvement exist.
See, for an asset, for building an asset hierarchy in any organization, there are certain prerequisites to create an asset hierarchy. What you need to basically have is like the there should be an the organization's what to say the asset the nomenclature, the asset nomenclature documents. How to name a document, like sorry, not to name a document. It's more of naming the equipment, the codes which has to be assigned to each and every assets. Those has to be like defined by the organization, because the organization they will be using those codes for the entire life period of the asset. So they have to be like the experts has to come together. They have to decide the codes, assign the codes for each and every assets, and they should have that design the nomenclature, the tag codes nomenclature philosophy. Basically, in CMS, it is called as tag philosophy or tag nomenclature.
Oh, tag philosophy and tag
Tag
nomenclature.
nomenclature. That is
Okay,
the basic document, and the other next document which basically required is the process flow diagram, the utility flow diagrams,
okay.
and the SLDs, the single line diagrams, and the P and IDs. Very the most important of this one.
Oh,
And there are DFDs like DIDs, the duct and instrumentation diagrams, and other stuff.
okay, okay.
So these are documents, the minimum documents which is required to build an asset hierarchy.
Oh, okay. So you mean to say now who is the dominating ERP? I can say SAP or any other ERP is there in the
No,
field. I mean,
right now in the industry, I think the SAP is the leader.
SAP is the leader. Okay. So for this kind of jobs, for this kind of opportunities, do the emerging engineers need to take any special training, and what sort of skills they need to develop, like software skills or any background, whether he should only qualified or eligible, minimum eligibility criteria, anything is there?
No, very rightly said. Before 10, 15 years back, especially the maintenance professionals are not aware of the what to say, the soft job. Like
Okay.
the people, they are not aware of how to work on a system.
All right. Yeah.
They are more into
Agree.
field activities. They are
Yes.
not much used to the like sitting in front of a computer,
Of course. Yes.
getting
Troubleshooting.
the yes, getting the maintenance activities or material related activities done. But today it has become what is a mandatory qualification for any maintenance professional as well to have that the soft knowledge, not only the about the equipments and other stuff, and they have to know about the system, the technology, how the maintenance activities are related with the system. So they have to have a very good knowledge
Okay.
where the upcoming engineers have a very good opportunity in the CMs. So they have to, it's a
Okay.
perfect integration of both the field, on field, and off field activities.
I see. So it means the minimum they should know at least somewhat like Microsoft Excel Access, MS Access. Then
Yeah,
SAP is mandatory.
any activities, any what to say, any database handling applications, for example, MS Access, MS Excel. These are all very what to say, very common applications or the software packages where now
Uh-huh.
engineers has to.
You mean to say which software application you said? Only the Microsoft Office applications?
Microsoft Office is something like which have been which is occupying a major share in the this one. Even there are organizations where they use Linux
Okay.
other than this MS. Also. But still, MS Office plays a very key role,
Okay.
especially ER with. If you're going to discuss on ERP, it is going to be an Oracle database. So
Oracle
the
database.
people those
Oh,
who are well aware of SQL, this one, the query, knowledge, the skill set are very much in demand in the field of CMMS.
okay. Very informative. So it means SAP is mandatory to understand, to have some basic knowledge of SAP is mandatory to applying for this opportunity.
Yeah, SAP is something but nothing but what to say. It's a very common software. It's a package. It doesn't have
Okay.
any functional brilliance or this one. It's a say SAP is built on the ideas of the engineers.
All right.
Basically, how a maintenance guy or how the material guys are gonna work. Their ideas have been there. There are certain what to say some systems, the procedures which has to be followed has been fed into SAP to keep
Okay.
that system running, to keep the manual, to avoid the manual work and to make it more computerized or automatic, not depending much on manual interference. So to have a certain steps in place from procedures to keep the system running.
Okay. Okay. So how about the opportunity for fresh engineers?
Fresh
Either.
engineers, I believe for in CMS, the fresh engineers have got a very less scope in
Okay.
CMS. Why? Because as an what to say, as a fresh engineer, you don't have a really a field experience. But as the name suggests, the CMS engineer, you need to have some kind of the field experience where you can
Okay.
practically relate your field knowledge into the computerized system, where you can integrate both because
Okay.
only with the soft knowledge, only with the software knowledge, it is not enough to become a very good CMS engineer. The additional point is going to be the what to say the field experience, which is a key role, which is a basic foundation for any engineer. So
Okay.
initial of like 4 to 5 years of experience, field experience, will help a lot in CMS field,
Uh,
where they can
yeah.
apply those the field experience into the system.
But finally, you're saying that there is no way to get the opportunity for the fresh engineers. Why
No,
I'm
it's not.
asking?
I'm not saying that the freshers don't get the opportunity. I say
Okay.
uh, instead of being a fresher and into the CMS, it's better to be an experienced guy coming into CMS will help that particular engineer to grow a long way in the career.
Okay, coming to the this point, yes, always there is a comparison. The growth will be they will evaluate not only the academic point of view, the salary growth. The
Yeah.
maintenance engineers, yes, as you told, 4 years, 5 years in the field experience, and jumping into CMMS. What will be the financial growth? Their salary will be
Financial
go up
growth will
according
be
to the
like
industry.
see in as a fresh engineer, if you're gonna come into the CMS, I think you will be paid very less.
Oh,
Will be
informative
paid very less.
is
Is
very informative.
you will be taken as a trainee and slowly you are more into the data management stuff. But
Okay,
as an experienced guy, like having a 4 to 5 years of experience in the field, on-field experience, and when you step into a CMMS, you got a very good what to say, not only in terms of the financial or the what to say the monetary benefits. It's going to be an asset, a long-term asset for the engineer.
okay. how the interview, how the candidates can prepare for an interview when they are applying for the CMMS?
So they very simple. Keep your mind, keep your the field experience in the mind, and bring it on. And because the soft knowledge can be gained by anyone at any point of time.
Okay.
But the field experience is going to be the primary step. So they have to keep the basics.
Okay.
Very straightforward. Keep your basics good, and make sure that how you are applying your the field experience into a data management stuff.
Okay, data management stuff from the field maintenance.
Yeah. From the field experience, you slowly you get into this data management.
Yes. It is nothing but the migration. They need to think the migration from the hard job to the soft job.
Yeah, how to practically integrate the field job with
the hard job.
What to say, the
the hard to soft. Okay. Yes. So this is what the concept, the basic concept, if they understand. So as you well said, they should have a very good field experience. They should understand the equipments or assets, how it is functioning, and what is the if it is failure, what is the consequence, and how it is configured in the system. Accordingly, if they understand, it is very clear. They can rule in the
one more very basic, this one good for a CMMS engineer is like who can read the P&IDs, SLDs, PFDs, the technical documents very well. All right. These are all additional stuff. Like you do your job. You may be a maintenance guy, may be doing his maintenance activity very well. But if we can do read the P&IDs, the PFDs, the SLDs, the other technical documents like specification sheets and other data sheets, these are going to be a value addition to their.
All right. Because in the future it is nothing but everything is what we call data management. So switching over from this field to the data management, it is more value addition for the career.
Now it is going to be the future.
Yes, it is going to be the future. Okay.
I don't think so. Any organization is going to run.
Yes, very clear.
Data management.
Very clear. So it is very more informative, and of course, any special training is required for the engineers or any freshers.
For engineers, I will suggest anyone who is having a field experience of 4 to 5 years, if they can go ahead with any kind of certification like SAP certification, materials management, or plant maintenance, PM module, or ABAP. These are going to be
ABAP also.
Yeah, even ABAP, because this helps to bring the technical stuff into the SAP. Especially ABAP is going to play a key role.
Okay.
SAP certification is something.
SAP certification is must. Okay.
Yes. And if you want to know about the other ERP stuffs like Maximo and these are going to be good.
But that one become a very less opportunity because very less companies are having this kind of ERP system, I believe. And most of the industries are now they are going to implement this CMMS system, as you said.
Yeah.
And how about diploma candidates, diploma?
Yeah, anybody. It's not that only with the engineers or the bachelor engineers can get into the CMMS. It's more or less even the diploma engineers, they are having a very
They can also having,
Yes, it's a matter of experience. And if you have along with the on-field, the field experience, if you have the soft knowledge regarding the system, it's going to be a value addition.
All right. So you said all the positive side of about this field. Any gray area of about this field? For each and every item there will be a pros and cons. So what you are saying about this? Any challenges? I cannot say it is a gray. I would like to listen the challenges.
The gray area or the negative side I feel is if you're going to be a CMMS engineer without field experience, that is going to be a negative point on.
So it means for the freshers, you are not recommending directly going into involved. Okay.
Yes. I will recommend a field experience and then into the CMMS because that gives you a visual thoughts, the visual view of any job you do, any
All right.
job related to materials or the maintenance. You need to visually think like how practically your job is going to impact the end users in the plant,
All right.
in every organization.
All right.
So
All right.
you need to have that the visual experience, the practical experience, which you can bring in into CMMS.
All right. All right. All right. So this is the void, and the key takeaway is, it is the emerging field in the market, and it is widely spread in all the industries. And
Yeah,
particularly, your strong recommendation is get to the field engineer experience and move on to CMMS. You
yeah,
have a very wonderful future in the career.
yes,
So this is the thing,
exactly.
and I hope it will be more informative to everyone, including me. And Mr. Vinis, thanks for your valuable time, and you provided us valuable information regarding the CMMS, and we are clear now. And of course, we will once again knock the door to have a more number of questions and any suggestions or any advice required. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Sandil, and thank you, Refresh Engineers viewers. I hope I have shared my point. And as a viewers, if you got any questions or queries regarding this, you can of course put up on the comments, and I will be available at any point of time to answer.
Great, 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 great. No problem. See you then.
Yeah, thank you.